This is EB3 speaking the truth in love, and I just come on for a few minutes to give you guys a word of encouragement, maybe food for thought. So I do a thought for the day on Facebook. You can find it in the bio. It's in my bio, but I also leave it on this video. So this is going to be basically like a thought for a day, what I'm going to say. Have you ever thought about, that verse which says, weeping may endure for a moment, but joy comes in the morning. Sometimes you go through things. Sometimes in life we go through things and we don't understand why we were the person that has to go through, because it looked like our neighbor has it so easy, and it looks like the people that we know and don't, different things about their lives, look like they just got it going on. They look like they're carefree, and here you are, you got bills that you can't afford to pay. Your children are wayward, and even at the best of times that your children are not wayward, there's still different things that they're going through. People at school picking on them. The teachers are doing things that you don't quite agree with, but you don't want to have to say it to your children. It's just different things in life. You have loved ones that are going through different things, and it just seems like trouble is just on every side bombarding you, and you don't even see your way out of it. All you know is, why am I going through this? Well, think about it. You are the only person that can go through that for that particular time. And what you're going through, yes, weeping may endure for the night, joy comes in the morning. But everything that we go through, everything, the worst things that is ever, I want you to think about the worst thing that has ever happened that has seemed like it lasted almost a lifetime. It's like you was never going to get over it. You have a testimony about something, and God brought you through it. It might have lasted 10 years. It might have lasted 10 days. It might have lasted 20 years. But God brought you through it. And in the midst of it, He sustained you. And I think that's the kind of things that we need to think about more. What has God done for us? And we need to witness to those things, because there are people going through now the same thing that you went through, that God brought you through, and you can help them see that, hey, if God brought me through it, He can bring you through it. And it could be, like there are certain things that I can believe for different people that God can bring them through it, but I can't say that I was been through it. And there are things like that in your life. But there are things that we have been through. Like I went through infertility for 10 years. I went through that. In the midst of it, I lost 2 babies. In the midst of it, I went through that. God brought me through it. And I remember being depressed after that second baby I lost. I remember being depressed for 1.5 years, and nobody knew it. It seemed like nobody asked me how I was doing. I even had people tell me different things like, you must be something wrong with you, that you can't have children. I mean, I had people laugh at me because I was not able to give birth to a child. Now, granted, me being me, I hadn't told them about the losses, because to me, that was something between my husband and I at the time. There were a couple people that's been my friends. I have 2 friends that I've been friends with 27 years. They were there for me. Those 2 women were there for me during those times. And during the times when my husband was sick, one of them was definitely there. Both of them was there for me, but one of them was really, really there for me. So, you know, that is another thing we got to think about. When we're in the midst of it, who's there for you? God is there for you, but he always have a human person there for you too. And sometimes you don't realize who it is. And you just don't know. The way you go through it may be a blessing to them too. So yes, weeping may endure for a night, and a night is long sometimes. You know, the light in the midst of the night is long. But listen, the darkest part of the night is when it's getting ready to the day has been getting ready to break. And I think sometimes we forget about that. So I just want you to be encouraged to think about it. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And that joy, when that joy comes, there's another verse that says that he gives beauty for your ashes. So I lost 2, and God gave me 3 sons, and they have been the joy of my life, humanly speaking, besides, you know, their father. But humanly speaking, they have been the joy of my life. And I just thank God. And I just wanted to share that thought with y'all today. To be encouraged that no matter what you're going through, it's going to be over. It's going to be over, and you'll be able to tell somebody, you'll be able to witness to a younger woman or a man, whomever looking at this video. You'll be able to witness to somebody. You'll be able to tell of God's goodness. You'll be able to tell of God's faithfulness towards you. Whether it's a sickness, whether it's something like my infertility, whether it's how somebody abused you. You know, I got some stories I can tell about that as well. But God is God, and he knows just how much you can take. I know some people don't like to hear that, but he does. And he is there with you no matter what you go through. And he will vindicate you, and he will cause you to be set free, be delivered, and find the peace that surpasses all understanding through your situation. If you would just give your life truly and fully to him and allow him to be God in your life, you will see everything will work out for your good. That is my favorite scripture. So at some point in most of my videos, you will hear me say, for we know that all things work together for the good for them that love the Lord, who are called according to his purpose, his riches, and his glory. Y'all, I'm just telling you, I've been through a lot in my life, but God has been good. God has been so good to me. And each time that I've gone through some things, and I've gone through some hard things, but each time that I've gone through some things and he bring me through, it's better. You know, I've learned that you can either allow these trials and tribulations to make you bitter or better. And I choose better. And I hope and I pray for you today that you would choose better versus bitter. May the grace and peace of God be with you today and forever. This has been EB3, speaking the truth in love. Be a blessing and be blessed. Like, subscribe, and drop a comment. I'm out.